So when was the last time that you were on a plane? For me, almost 2 years. And today I'm going to take you guys along with me as I go to Vancouver from Toronto. And the first time I've flown in almost 2 years. Let's go. Most of the market stores here and most of the kiosks are closed, such as like Sandwiches and Dirty Bird and lots of the food places. The one thing that is open though, however, is Mac Makeup. And I don't quite understand why Mac is open, but it is. So it's so quiet in here, it's almost surreal. This whole terminal section here in the Air Canada departures for domestic, I've counted maybe about 15 to 20 people who came in with me on security. It is so quiet here, there are birds flying around. And for anybody who's flown through Pearson, you know how busy this airport is. And just like that, we're now in Vancouver and time to get the rental car. I'm going my best here for the Matty Hapahoya flare on the head, that halo effect, so bear with me as I shoot outdoors on sunset. So streamlining your services essentially means that you're not confusing your clients by what you offer. Do you do realtor videos? Do you do videos based on narratives? Do you do product videography? Do you do documentaries? All of these things as clearly as possible laid out ahead of time for your client means they're not going to expect something different when they hire you for your services. So keep your content consistent and clear when you streamline to present for new potential customers. So this is Timu. This is my parents' dog. Timu's making his YouTube debut. Number 2 is budget and plan your kit. Like, you don't have to be a red shooter. You can shoot on all sorts of different camera platforms. There's Blackmagic, there's my favorite Zcam, there's Lumix, there's Canon, there's Sony. There's all sorts of camera platforms that you can also describe and present on whatever media platform you're using, if it's a website or social media, to showcase your talents and your skills and package. Often, many clients don't care about what camera you're shooting on or what rig setup you have, because all they want is the results. And that's all that you should be caring about too when you're starting out. Down the road, you can also look at different cameras. If you're having a specific project that needs a specific look or dynamic range, obviously there's all sorts of cameras that can definitely be the right camera for that job. But I mean, get to know your gear and be known for the work on that platform. Be known for that Blackmagic shooter or that Zcam shooter, because the work will reflect your knowledge of the camera that you're using. And also, that in mind, showcase the lenses that you're using, because lenses often are more key to a project over top of the camera itself. Are you an anamorphic shooter? Are you a full frame shooter? Do you like shooting on cinema lenses? Do you like shooting on Canon glass? If you put these particular lenses in your kit and you showcase them on a site or on social media, people know they can expect a certain result. Plus, you can also be hired for projects that are looking for that particular look. So number 3, storyboard and plan your shot. No one likes surprises when it comes to videography, and when you show up to set with a client, it's best to have a plan in mind. Now, this should be done with either a shot list or storyboarding, not only for yourself and not only for the client, but also for your team. It makes the process more efficient. It makes it faster and ultimately more enjoyable, because then you can be able to plan your shots. If you need to do a second take or a turnaround or whatever else, you know what you're gonna do. So there's ways of doing this, from just making a simple bullet point list on your phone or on a computer or on a tablet, or you can also take an app. And so there's so many different apps out there that allow you to storyboard both in a textual format as well as dynamically using pictures. And you can also do the simple route in Adobe. So you can use Adobe XD or Adobe Photoshop and you can essentially create a storyboard effect with shots and then lay that out. Deliver that to a client, and then before you shoot, you already have that established. They know what to expect, because not every shoot is going to have a director. And if you're a camera operator being hired for a project, well, in some cases, you're the DOP, you are the DP, you are the camera operator, and you are also the director. So why not plan ahead, storyboarding, because it makes everyone feel so much more comfortable that they know what they can expect come the day of the shoot. So number 4, communication with your client. And this is a big one, because it's easy to have that first conversation and have the contract signed and then establish everything and go to the shoot. But talk to them. I mean, involve them in the process of the creative design of the shoot, because they are the ones that you're shooting for, and it's their vision and their goal too that you're trying to capture. And also, after the shoot's done, talk to them about how the process went. Give them a debrief, why not? All these particular lines of communication are key, because it establishes a good working relationship with the client. It also encourages them to maybe work with you again and develop that rapport. So communication is so important. It also can be there in case there's any problems that you've already established that communication, so it's not a surprise. Communication, it's just key. And finally, number 5, under-promise and over-deliver. I mean, this is a big one to make sure that they come back to you for the next video. Yeah, he agrees. So basically, if you have a way of making a video and it's a feature or a format or a commercial, deliver a teaser or deliver a trailer. I love doing this. I like to give my clients a surprise 9:16, the vertical style video that you see on TikTok or you see on Instagram Reels or even Stories, and give that to them as, like, you know, in advance of what I'm giving you as the main video, here's also this little surprise that you can utilize on your social media. People love to share that teaser to get people talking before the real entree comes to the table. So that's one thing I definitely like to deliver to my clients, as a teaser. Now, number 2, try and see if you can deliver your video ahead of schedule. Now, that might be tough depending upon the project, but if you can deliver the video in 2 weeks instead of 3 weeks, that's also huge to being able to really wow the client, because it exceeds their expectations of what they were looking to receive that product by. I mean, that's also up to your workflow, and it's difficult to obviously just, you know, change everything in case you're working on multiple projects. But if you really want to wow them, offering a project early never hurts. So there you go. Those are 5 essential tips and tricks when starting out in videography, and kind of the 5 golden rules you need to live by when doing client work. I hope these tips helped. They really help me, and I kind of follow them every time I go about a new project, new contract, new shoot. So until next time, thank you for flying with me across the country and coming to beautiful British Columbia and a very cinematic Maple Ridge. And make sure you challenge yourself to follow a golden set of rules, because they will never steer you wrong. And also a big round of applause for our second puppy on the YouTube channel, Timu. Thanks, bud. You rocked it.